Yes, good morning, everybody from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and good evening almost from Sydney, Australia. I am for a treat. I'm with a very beautiful outside and inside woman, Anastasia Cortez, and we that's very interesting because the first part of our life we were practically neighbors living in neighboring countries, Ukraine and Romania, and now she's on the other side of the world, but still we are very close, and we meet several times a year as well. The purpose of me doing these videos is to invite people that I respect very much for their humanity and for their expertise, and to have discussions that will help you navigate thriving during these demanding times, and thriving mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and in your business. Also your relationships. And Anastasia Cortez is an Ukrainian born and, as I said, Australian author, public speaker, and life coach and philanthropist. And she competed professionally in bodybuilding for about 9 years. And then she found a new passion in working with women globally, sharing the wisdom of a true path of love that makes an ordinary relationship extraordinary. And Anastasia believes as well that the social media is your spiritual voice that must be heard. Understanding the importance of social media today, and especially Instagram. And Anastasia has been passionately building her Instagram for the past 4 years, and will happily share with you proven strategies to convert boring profiles, like it was mine, and personal Instagram into a business selling tool. Um, whether you have a product or service to sell or a blog to be read, she will help you get into Instagram feed of your ideal client. So she helped me as well. Thank you very much, Anastasia, and thank you for being here. And social media, a spiritual voice that must be heard. The floor is yours.
Uh, Catalina, thank you so much for the introduction. I would like actually to ask you a question. Why, or like, what would you like to know about social media? Because you have an Instagram, right? So,
Yeah.
what would you like to do with that? Why do you have Instagram? And what is your
So
purpose?
first of all, I'm more a kind of LinkedIn girl, and Facebook is more family, but more and more, of course, I do these interviews online, and I've gone to Instagram because it's just it's very interesting. It's growing so fast, and in the same way, I find it's a different way of expressing myself. And I'm not yet in a love affair with Instagram, but when I had a conversation with you and I learned so much about Instagram, I've started to see the potential actually in it. So here's the thing. Today we're gonna discuss social media, and then maybe next in couple of weeks we're gonna talk relationships, because that's another expertise you're very strong on, huh? But coming back to Instagram, I see potential as well.
Right.
But I see potential not only for me, I see potential people need to be educated. And I'm referring more on the professionals, let's say highly educated, 40 plus, um, uh, that might also discover this medium. So I'm just slowly getting into understanding how important this can be for the business as well, and defining your voice into the world.
Well, thank God for now that we are all staying at home, right? And how I look at social media, it's like your magic wand. So LinkedIn is one magic wand, Instagram is another magic wand, and like you have to be very clear where, for example, your audience live. Are they living on Instagram? Are they living on LinkedIn? And when you have, like, when for example you don't know, then I always suggest to try. Because like now, for example, Instagram, it's already not new, it's behind. So what's coming new, it's TikTok. And when I was when people offered me to do a TikTok, I'm like, no, 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 it's for teenagers, I don't want to be seen, like it's stupid videos. And then I understand that, you know, like I was already behind with the same thinking progress process on Instagram, and now with the same attitude I treat TikTok. So when I actually, I'm like, come on, Anastasia, if you're hearing it, obviously there is something about it. Listen. And then I Googled, and apparently politicians and life coaches now they started doing TikTok, because TikTok is not as demanding as Instagram. And the difference is TikTok, as long as you can make funny videos about something, it doesn't actually require to be very high quality. So
Yeah.
TikTok is very forgiving to just, you know, fun, entertaining content. With Instagram, it's a total different story. Instagram, it's very demanding to the posts. So if you want to have an engagement, and if you want to build a following, and if you want to be seen and heard on Instagram, the very first thing, the first mistake people do, they think about me. What will I post? What do I need to write about? Which picture will I pick
Yeah.
to post? And this
Hmm.
is where people fail, because then the Instagram becomes all about you rather than about how do you want your audience feel. And
Well,
actually,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
This is
go
for
ahead.
all kind of social media, not only Instagram, but it's just the
Absolutely.
communication is different. Yeah.
Absolutely. And when I was taking pictures, and that's just again like another hobby of mine, you know, and the women would tell me, oh, no, 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 I look terrible on the pictures. I don't take good pictures. It's not for me. Who are you thinking about? Me. So when I'm asking them, how would you like your people to feel? For example, when they look at your picture, they said, relaxed. And this is exactly the moment when I take a picture.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you know, like you have to learn to love yourself and to love good angle. And it's something, you know, Marilyn Monroe, she wasn't necessarily born beautiful, but she studied her angles so carefully. So
Yeah.
prior, you know, like Instagram is a beautiful tool to
Yeah.
highlight, you know, like your good angles. And I can tell you even now, like this is my good angle and this is my not so good angle. Can you see the difference?
I see beautiful both of them, but I see the differences.
But you see the difference.
Yeah.
And also, you know, like I know, like if I need to pose and I need to make my waist skinny, it's just like, you know, something that I've learned. I know how to do that, like a little bit with shoulders, and that's a good picture. So, and it's effortless. I don't need now the mirror, just to smile and good. But if you see, like for example, the front, that's not necessarily my, you know, like I can be look too squarish. So I just learned this. And you know, like why I'm talking about the pictures, like when you post a picture, think how you would like your audience to feel when they're looking at your picture. And it not
Mm.
necessarily has to be photoshopped or like filtered, not at all. But it when it captures the moment when you feel good, they will feel good. And
Yes.
when you learn, when you look in the mirror, when you learn yourself what makes you feel good, that's how it's also they can see and show. Also with Instagram, if you would like to, I already made a YouTube video for 1 hour when I explain like the, you know, the difference between business and professional account. Also what to do, how to get engagement. I can share with you also
I'll
like
put it on the postings, right?
yes.
I'll put the LinkedIn the YouTube link.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and the only thing I've made a mistake probably because I gave you a very big fat cookie. That sometimes, if you're not familiar with Instagram, it's, you know, like it's sweet, it's nice, but it's too much. So,
Yeah.
like, I suggest watch it, for example, 15 minutes each day. Like,
Hmm.
if you have the feel for it, go for it. But I would suggest you watch 15 minutes every day, and rather than just watch till the very end, watch 15 minutes, implement it. Another 15 minutes, implemented. For example, stories, you should be doing now at least 4 6 stories a day. If
Four,
you
six
don't,
stories a day.
a day.
Okay.
If you don't do these stories, the Instagram considers that you are, inactive, and it doesn't show you even to your own followers. The more engagement that you have, the more people you attract. Also, don't, like with the stories, you can command them for like at least 4 actions. For
Yeah.
example, agree or disagree, like when you have a statement, or share if you tag somebody who needs to see this. Every post and every story should have a call to action. And like the big difference, the stories, they can be beautiful, and there is a beautiful app that I explain in the video as well, like story art. I think story art, yes. So you can make your stories beautiful, but like stories, you can just do a quick video, edit. And like I decided to offer something as a service, what I've done for Vino. So I took your Instagram. I asked you good quality questions. What she wants her audience to feel. Like, what she wants to do with it. Do you want to sell with Instagram? Is it a product or a service? Do you have 4 products? So your posts, when I go on your page, I have to be entertained. So you have to dedicate some post, make it entertainment, another informational, sell something in the third, like, and you can
Okay.
sell
So you have entertaining, you have
entertaining,
entertaining,
then you have
informational, yeah,
informational, and also you have
selling.
selling. And
Yeah.
when you sell, also, like, you should at least have 4 products. For example, something that is a low cost, a little bit higher, and a little bit higher, and also offer them for the easiest way to get them engaged. Have a giveaway, guys. For the most interesting question, I'll give you 20 minutes of my consultation for free. I do it like, if you solve this puzzle correctly, like, tag your friends, like, and I'll send you a calendar from Sydney. So I've been sending like koalas and and calendars, and I wouldn't just send a calendar. I would actually meditate on this calendar, and I would put all my love in this calendar, that this calendar, when they write their goals, that I wish that they would come true. And I will tell them that it's a special calendar. I love I learn my followers, I love them, because it actually, my whole passion, my whole mission came from my pain. So I've been paying big dollars to people who were managing my Instagram. And not
Hmm.
only, but they started fighting with it between each other. So my idea was always to create a team that, like, just brings me together, gain my followers. And I've made so many mistakes, and gaining followers and paying for that, it's not a way to go. Like, you would much rather grow
Oh,
organically.
yeah. So go organically. That's what I wanted to ask you.
And how you grow organically?
Buying lists, buying followers versus
No.
growing organically.
So
Which
the
one?
thing is, when you buy followers, what happens? For starters, like, when you buy them, they then unfollow. Second of all, when you buy bots, Instagram can see that they are bots. And the more bots you have on your account, the less visibility your account have. So you would
Mm.
much rather have 500 real people than 2,000. They call it dirty account.
And this 500 actually should become your suspects, prospects, clients, some of them, right? That's the idea, to have a funnel.
Can you sell with 500? Absolutely. Can you have 20,000 and sell nothing? Absolutely. Because if your posts are not like, for like many accounts, when I analyze them, and that's actually something I offer, when I'm clear about what you're selling, what you're doing, how you want your clients to feel, what is the color scheme, like, in 2 weeks I give you the whole layout, and I teach you how you can do it without me, because I don't believe that people should be doing it for you. People need to see you, people need to feel you.
Yeah.
Because when people were writing posts for me, my audience, they were sending me, like, Anastasia, is somebody writing posts for you? Because we can see the style changed. I'm like,
Hmm.
wow, they notice. Interesting. And then, like, I started getting, like, my Instagram started looking all glammed up and all professional, but I started getting, like, less engagement because it looked too posy. It
And
looked
it looked
too done up.
not personal, right? As well.
No, and it didn't look personal. So it looked just a beautiful picture, but it didn't look like a real picture. It didn't look like a real person. So it, and I get a lot more engagement with just like a real and raw picture when,
Yeah.
you know, my message is very powerful. So
So
like,
I, yeah.
yeah.
So I have a question. You were talking about entertaining, informational, and selling type of messages. So how often should we post um, each of them, and what
Well,
would be the
as
ratio
everything,
between them?
as everything, I would suggest get a calendar and you write down so every post should be done a post daily. It's okay if you do one in 3 days or one in 2 days, it's okay, but the stories must be every day. So you do today entertainment and you think fun, something to make them laugh, something to give them a riddle, something like interesting facts. You can play a game, for example, guys, I'm giving you a prize. So here there are 10 facts about me, but two of them are false.
Hmm.
Can you tell me which ones are false? And those who will be, for example, the fifth correct answer, who will answer correctly which ones are false, they're going to get a prize.
Aha. And you do this on the story, or you do it in a normal
So
post?
how I would do it in a normal post, but then I
Hmm.
will share it on my story and say, "Hey guys, new post. If you wanna like win a prize, go to my post." Because sometimes they don't see the Instagram depending on your engagement, and you can see it in your business account when you have analytics. It wouldn't show even to your own followers. So,
Mm.
but people seeing the story,
Yeah.
and I would do something, for example, hey guys, new post. I would put the gear tags, hashtags on your story, and I would hide gear tags and hashtags on the top, so it's not too much for the visual. And then I would say, do you like prizes, yes or no? So I'll add there the
Okay.
poll, okay, so they can vote and go to your story.
Do you do this also on the Facebook? This kind of entertaining.
So I should, but I don't. So and then again, I've been reading so much about like Facebook. If you want to have any sort of engagement, get a Facebook group. Like announce yourself as an expert in particular area. And also in this book, in this group, people would be communicating on that particular subject you're an expert with. And also one of the I wanted to share with you 10 proven free strategies how to get engagement, and one of them is actually to do posts on Facebook.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's good. What about the informational and selling? So you have the
Okay,
entertainment type
so
of ones you do
informational
every day on
information.
Instagram, yeah?
Yeah. So, like for example, you schedule today fun as a post, tomorrow would be informational. Depending on what you do, for example, I do life coaching for relationships. So I would write something like, "This is the book I have read," or "This is the movie I recommend you to watch." Or like this is like informational, like for example, I wouldn't mention the name, but like guys, like I had this client, he came to me, and he found out that his wife is cheating on him, and like, "Oh, what would you do?" And it's interesting, what I am talking to my audience all the time, because I ask them questions and I can see how they vote. My audience, believe it or not, they prefer to give advice rather than to receive. So what would
Hmm.
I do? I wouldn't be giving them the cookie. I would be asking, what would you do? And then they would start interacting, and it's so funny. But like when I posted, it was a math test. I said like the fifth correct answer, I'll give a
Yeah.
prize. They started fighting with each other.
Uh-huh.
It's like, and they're like kids, and like, but when you understand them, and like I know my audience better than anybody else, so you would know your audience better than anybody else. So
So
what I could do for you, only to suggest you the colors, the clarity of the message, to package to package your thing, because majority of the accounts, they don't have call to action, period. You come to the account and there is nothing to do.
and that doesn't mean that you're gonna sell something. It's just a call to action, an activity to do. Okay. How did you get to know your audience?
Well, because I talk to them all the time. So by doing the stories, and also I go live. So when I go live, and usually I would warn my audience, like, hey guys, I'm going live. So what I started doing, if they have like a burning question, I would actually do my intervention online, and they can see the power of
Okay,
my
of your
work.
coaching. Yes.
Yeah. And so like, and I would be asking them, for example, like, are you single or you married? And I could see the percentage. But also, if you have a business account, you would be able to see in analytics what country they're from, are they male or female, and what age is that. So Instagram, it's very powerful tool because it gives you all the analytics, and especially when you
If
run
you
your
have a
paid
business
campaign,
account. Yeah.
you can target yourself the desired audience, and that's how you can attract. So your ad would be only shown to people who have the interests that you need them to have.
Okay. Okay.
I can even say, for example, my audience story, like, or like women who follow Tony Robbins, or who are into growth and like spiritual, because like my clients are not in a victim
Mode.
mentality. Like
No.
my girls, like the thing is, like, when they, like, I was a guest, for example, on the Insta Live. By the way, Insta Live, it's a very powerful tool. For example, you and I, we are not competing, like, we're similar niche, but
Yeah.
like we are not in a direct competition. So when, for example, you come to me as a guest, your followers can see you online, and when they watch us, so that's we is sharing the audience.
Yes.
And when they invite me as a guest to share my wisdom and my knowledge, I'm sitting with a pen and paper and writing down as well, because I learn myself.
Hmm.
I was talking to that 24-year-old girl, and she was sharing with me one of the meditations that she does. She stands on the nails for 40 minutes.
Okay.
Nails. And she said the energy she feels, and it's painful, and she's able to go to some, and she shared with me the book, and she offered me to buy me these nails as a present. The thing is, like, it's beautiful for me because, like, her audience became my raving fans,
Yes.
and my audience were also learning because she was sharing something. So it's a win-win situation. I wouldn't
Good.
be paying for giveaways. I got burned for that, because like, when you pay for giveaway, you get the followers who unfollow, and I had bots for like came, and I would much rather grow organically. You can do mornings with Catalina, exactly what you do now, just do Insta Live. And then
Hmm.
you can see their questions, you know them, and then you can see usually they're regulars. So I know
Yeah.
their names, I can see them, I feel them, and it's, I don't know, I like it.
Nice. So the third one, the selling posts. How often should we do them?
I
No
studied on
should, but
Grace Hopper,
it's
and
from your
yeah.
experience.
So from my experience, you wouldn't be doing, for example, three at the same time, but you have to understand, and I absolutely loved it, that the procrastination is the best friend of perfectionism.
Hmm.
Because rather than trying to do perfect and to say, hey, I've got this and this and this to sell, pick one thing and do it well, but do it so good. But then if you have like a click funnel, for example, you can add on things, but
Yes.
don't confuse it, because as soon as your followers become confused, confusion means no sale.
Yes.
Pick one thing, whether
So,
it's online face to face, whether it's mastermind, whether it's one product. Sell one thing but really good, and have add-ons.
okay. So let's get it practical. In your case, how often do you sell something?
I go, like, I sell my monthly course. So
Yeah.
because I had problems with people who are managing my account, so I had like two women fighting, then another one fighting. So I had maybe 3 months gap. So I'm
Okay.
back home. So far now I'm working, and I'm uploading my programs on an online course. So my first course online starts 20th of April, and then title is the code of efficiency.
Hmm.
So it's like I've been working for a long time of designing this, because I wanted something, especially now when people, sit at home, they have the habits that is actually slowing them down. And by
Yes.
sitting at home, they accumulate even more habits that are not making them grow. So I prefer to use this time as an opportunity, as Venus says, turning create uncertainty into creativity. And this
Yeah.
code of efficiency would give them all the keys that they need, to unleash the best version of themselves, which starts with relationship with yourself. Just to
Right.
see there, like, how you communicate. Can you hear yourself? What's going on for you? Check in. So
Mm. And how long is your course for? So
1 month.
how? 1 month.
So
Okay.
my like I already had a monthly course. So we have different structures. For example, I have a lady, she sells it really cheap, but she has like 2,000 people on one course. So how she does it, she directs them
It's
to
a
the
mess.
WhatsApp
Yeah.
on the messenger, and she only does voice. Hey guys, this is your homework for today. Voice, voice, voice. And
Mm.
she doesn't give you any feedback. So if
Okay.
her team will pick like a question or a good question, she will answer, but not really. So for me, I asked my people. I've done voice and I've done video, and they all told me, Anastasia, you have so much energy. We want to see you,
See
because
you.
when I
Yeah.
watch your video, I light up. Voice, not so much. So I do 5 videos, but then I'm so passionate about the results. I don't want it to be just a course, something that they can just gain knowledge and information. I don't care about that. I care about what they do.
Yeah.
So, and like every week, 4 times a month, I go
Hmm.
live and they can talk to me. I work with them. We see what was successful, what not so much. And I'm learning from their feedback.
Yes.
What can I tweak?
Great. So Instagram, great. I'm gonna post the link to your YouTube 1 hour training Instagram, which is great actually. Um, Couple of things for Facebook. Would you like to share before we wrap this up?
Absolutely. So I was preparing. The only thing, like, I prepared on my iPad, so I didn't share. But couple of things. For example, post a survey in your free Facebook group. For example, asking your audience what course they would like to see,
What?
and what course they would like to see.
Course.
For
Yeah.
example,
Okay.
you already have followers, you already have, even on your personal, like, hey guys, like, what's more important for you right now? Start getting to know your audience.
The
Get to their
internet is your image is not that good anymore. So check your internet there,
really.
or
I
maybe
can spot now.
yeah, it's yeah. Slowly coming back to life.
All
By the way,
right.
this happens, that's technology. We deal with technology and then it is what it is.
All right. Is it better?
Mm, not really. So maybe, I don't know, you wanted to share a screen or something, maybe you switch it off and then you come back to, yeah.
I can share.
You don't have to, what I was saying, it's, I thought maybe you have other programs that maybe
No,
impact the
it says my
quality of,
browser clearing for some reason. You know what? I can stop the camera and I can start again.
that's always good. When we need a reset from time to time when the life is difficult, we need a reset and we start again with a new energy. Okay, so Facebook,
Is it better?
a
All
little
right,
bit.
Facebook. So on Facebook, you have people who follow you. This is your tribe. So when you're asking and talking to them, use first of all their language, their jargon that they have, like their slang. Ask them, what is the biggest pain at the moment? Ask them, make a survey, like, would you like to know and learn about, like, for example, fitness or health or finance, right? You can see what they're interested in. Never ever build course. First sell a course and build as you go,
Mm,
because so many, like, you'll be wasting your time by building the course. It will take you a year, and then nobody would like to buy it because time changes.
yes.
So I also, like, like, get emails, create a database, so you can always, but make sure you give them a reason to exchange the email address. For example, you can create, like, maybe 7 deadly mistakes people make, or like a little ebook, or something as an exchange to the email. So
Yes, so
because
do you get
email,
the yes.
get the attention. Then host a free webinar. On the webinar, give them 3 tools. Don't give them too much. But then, and then upsell your cost. Get, for example, $1 commitment for your webinar. Because if they want to know, $1 is nothing. They'll pay for commitment to be present, to show up at the webinar, and then you can go live. Also, when you're pricing, your products, price it like $199, $299. You always like
It's a
nine.
the
Use it
psychological ceiling. Yes.
psychological thing, and also like you have different price points. For example, they can pay as little as $1, then something like $37, then $300, 5,000. So don't just call it cold selling when you, for example, offering your $5,000 course straight to their face when they don't even know you.
Know you,
Get
of
familiar
course.
with them.
Yes.
Get them to know. What else? So you can always add a free irresistible gift, whatever it might be. Something is a surprise. You can, like get the interest and do a teaser. Like do a little video, like guys, something is else. Like, I've been working on that. Like, get excited. I'm so excited to share with you, and I'll go live. So build up the momentum for 2 weeks. Start talking about what's coming. And then when you go live, that's something that they're waiting, rather than just to go straight and like hit them with your offer.
Okay.
Also, um, uh, some, like, I don't know if you would be brave enough, but usually what you can do, you can offer a first week, like I would say complimentary if it's a 4 months course, or if it's a 2 weeks course, offer a day complimentary.
Mm,
And if you give so much value on the first day,
they will
then
keep
offer
going.
them to sign up. But something that also there is such a thing, for example, invite them for the webinar, and and you can say, you don't have to pay me if you don't have the value, if you're confident that you're good. So they
Yes.
can pay you after, and you say, like, if you find the value in this webinar, then you charge them, the cards would be charged after the webinar. And
Yes.
usually it works beautiful, because when you know that you're giving and it's good, then you're not
And
scared to
especially
do
when
it.
you know your audience and you know the ethics, of course. If people get value, they will pay. Money is
But more
just
than that,
energy
they will tell
for value.
others, and they will tell others, and there is nothing better than like
Let
Francesca. She's saying that she calls them, I think, like mamazitas. Mamazitas, I think, is, I might be wrong with the term, but it's basically the grandmothers who sit on the chairs and they just talk and they share the information.
yes.
Or barushkas or something. I forgot the
Basically,
name.
let develop such a great relationship with your clients and your followers. Actually, give top value and let them do the promoting and the marketing for you. Actually,
More than that, like as soon
this
as
time.
they finish the course, think what's their next step. Whatever you do, have a call to action.
Yes.
They finish, and then what, and then
Yeah.
what, and then what. So always think, and then what.
Yeah.
So do at least 10-15 minutes lives on Facebook. This is particular for Facebook. Also, like, and then you will know, for example, if you have more engagement from LinkedIn, YouTube, or Instagram or TikTok. Try
Yes.
it. Try it and see what
I've never
you
been on
like.
TikTok, but that's something to look into.
Something to look
Wonderful.
into also. And you can also say, for example, why they need to join the Facebook group, why they need all this thing, why they need to go on your Instagram. So, for example, if you're an expert in whatever, what do I look like for when I sign up for Instagram? First of all, I look at the beautifully presented text. You can use Telegram channel, because the Instagram, if you just type, it
Yeah.
doesn't give you paragraphs. And it's not good to read the congested text. So use that text info bot,
Yeah.
so they can actually, so you can have paragraphs. Also have a good quality picture. do not write on your pictures, because like if you have too much writing on your picture, it's reducing the engagement of the audience. You
Okay.
can have something like as an announcement, you can have one word or two words, what is that about, but not the whole quote.
Yeah.
There is also an app that can actually, Facebook has this app that can actually check, the text on your picture, and then they can tell you if it's too much, but usually it is too much. Like Instagram just wants like good
And
pictures.
what is that app?
I'll tell you exactly.
What's the name of the app? Oh,
Excuse me.
cheers.
And I'm so sorry because like it's so cold in Sydney, and I woke up congested because of the cold and air
Yeah.
conditioning. So, and I'll tell you, oh, so sorry. The app is called. It was sent to me actually yesterday, and I thought it was actually a great tool to learn and master. Okay. So where is it? It should be somewhere here. Okay. So this is business dot facebook
Sorry? Can
dot
you repeat it?
business.facebook.com/ads/tools/
Now you are
text.
very fast, Anastasia. You are really very fast.
Do you want me? Can I
You're fast.
actually type and you can see, or you can't? All right. So it's business dot
I'll put it in the chat. Business, okay,
facebook dot
Facebook dot
com
yeah,
slash
yeah,
ads ads
yeah.
slash tools slash text underscore overlay.
Overlay.
Yes.
Yay! We did it. We did it. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So
Good.
that would actually tell you if the text is too much on your picture. But try just like also like like if you look at something that has too much information, for our eyes it's too busy, too heavy. So try to have more pictures and less writings for posts.
Uh-huh. Too much text on the post. Okay. Photo.
Find at least
Okay.
5 people who are in direct competition and model them. See what they do great.
Yeah.
Somebody is big following. And one of the tools, start interacting with their audience. For example, like somebody who you follow and who has got, let's say, 200,000 followers. You go there, and if they will write a post, save it. Because if you save it and you write a good comment and people like it, your comment would be always shown in the first. And so, and then you can use strategies like, hey guys, I'm going to write about this too. So his followers will go to your page just to check you out if you say something valuable.
Yeah. So actually discover your audience. If your audience is going on Instagram, go fully fledged on Instagram. Make sure that people that follow you are the people that should be following you, right? And you don't have apples
Also,
with
ask
oranges.
if you are on, yes, and if you are on Facebook, ask them, hey guys, who is using Instagram? Do a poll on Facebook.
Yes.
Hey guys, who is using LinkedIn? Who is using this? Who is using that? And then you can see, and then you can see whenever you have the biggest following, ask them what else are they using.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for your generosity. I'm going to put also the link of your awesome 1-hour training on Instagram. Thank you so much, Anastasia. And I'll see you then in a couple of weeks to talk about relationships.
I can't wait.
And yes, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Have an amazing Monday. For many people who celebrate Easter, you have a day off. No, just enjoy with your loved ones virtually or physically, and see you tomorrow.
Happy
And
Easter.
tomorrow we talk business and winning digital customers. So you want to be there. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Anastasia, again.